క్యాంపస్ విజిట్ లో భాగంగా ప్లేస్మెంట్ సో అందరు కూడా కాలేజ్ అన్నాక ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ ఎలా ఉన్నాయి అని అడుగుతా ఉంటారు కాబట్టి హైయెస్ట్ ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఎంత మిలియన్ బ్యాంక్ ఎంత అనేది వినోద్ గారు అన్ని తెలుసుకున్నాం. వినోద్ గారు ప్లేస్మెంట్ చెప్పండి. ఎందుకంటే పేరెంట్స్ ముఖ్యంగా 5 ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ కాబట్టి ఏ కంపెనీస్ వస్తున్నాయి, ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ ఎంత బ్యాంక్ వస్తుంది స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఒకసారి చెప్పండి.
Yeah. So placements, instead of coming directly to the numbers, so as students we try to someone and brief 2 minutes about it. So Woxsen we see every student like an entrepreneur. So or we want to make sure these guys goes out with an entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay.
So అందువల్ల we have a traitor incubation center as well. So మీరు university video short చేసేటప్పుడు మీరు so you have shot the traitor incubation center as well. So students ఏమైనా ideas ఉన్నా లేదా నాకు idea ఉంది సార్ I need a mentorship support. Can I get that mentorship support? లేదా my idea is in the product stage or I tested my idea and it's working out well in the market. So I got XYZ revenue out of my product idea. So can I get some angel investors who can come listen to my idea and invest in my idea so that I can take it forward? Or can I get the patents for my idea to support me in that? ఇలాంటి సపోర్ట్స్ అన్ని మాకు యూనివర్సిటీ సైడ్ నుంచి వస్తాయా? సో అలా ఎంఐఎం స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉండేటట్లయితే అలాంటి ఎలిజిబిలిటీ మైండ్ సెట్ ఉన్నా లేదా సార్ మా ఫ్యామిలీలో ఆల్రెడీ మై డాడ్ హాస్ బిజినెస్ సో నేను ఇక్కడ బీటెక్ లేదా బీబీఏ లేదా ఎంబీఏ సో చేస్తే వన్స్ ఐ పాస్ అవుట్ సో ఐ గో విత్ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్ మైండ్ సెట్ విచ్ హెల్ప్స్ మై ఫ్యామిలీ బిజినెస్ లేదా మా ఫ్యామిలీలో ఎవరికి బిజినెస్ లేదండి బట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ దట్ మైండ్ సెట్ టు స్టార్ట్ మై ఓన్ బిజినెస్ కెన్ ఐ గెట్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ సపోర్ట్ అండ్ వర్క్స్? Yes. So students do get supported Woxsen where we make sure they get the right mentorship support because, as I said earlier, so we have 3 different kinds of resource persons available at Woxsen to teach students. One, they come from industry experience from Indian demographics, and the others they come from the international experience where we partner with 150 plus international universities. And third, we get faculty from IIMs and IITs where they're good at research methodologies. So if any student has one idea, so one idea of the 3 different kinds of resource person. I go to this resource person and say, let's say the resource person is from UK. So I have this idea. So how do you see this idea in UK? So are there in companies like this? So how different can we exhibit in India if it is already existing in UK? So or shall we exhibit the same according to the format that you are using in UK for this kind of idea? And then they understood how the UK is working on this kind of idea. And then they go to like expert who typically come from the Indian demographics. And they check, sir, India the idea and concept, the concept of an idea and companies and my so they are interested. How different I can exhibit my idea other than what's there in the market. So is there a red ocean strategy, blue ocean strategy? So ఈ స్ట్రాటజీస్ ఏంటి ఎలా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయొచ్చు అనేది ఇండియన్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ దగ్గర నుంచి లేదా రీసెర్చ్ హై రీసెర్చ్ వస్తారు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళ నుంచి కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఎలా ఎకో ఫ్రెండ్లీగా చేయొచ్చు సో హౌ కెన్ ఐ గెట్ గవర్నమెంట్ సపోర్ట్ ఫర్ దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ సో వన్ ఐడియా 3 different mindsets from 3 different demographics. So the student feel wow, I got the global concept for this for my idea. So now I'm ready to pitch based on the inputs that I got from the mentors. So that's how we train, we develop the students' ideas, and we make sure student will get this entrepreneurial mindset, not just by supporting for their idea, but also providing them the diversified students coming all over the world. And typically, Woxsen, you find only 3 categories of students. One, they come from the business background. My father has business, my grandfather has business. I wanted to do my BTech here. After that, I do post graduation, and then I take care of my father's business. That kind of thing. Second, my father has no business, but I grandfather business, but I want to start home. And third category, father has no business. Neither I also don't want to start any business. I want to get placed in the top company, in the top package, in the top good position.
Okay.
So these are the only typical 3 categories you find in the books. So since the third category which you find are job seekers.
Yes.
But the first 2 you see, they are job creators. Either they will take over the father's business or the startup.
Yes.
So then the third category mingle with the first two categories. They do friendship with the first two categories. They do project works with the first two category students. So they roam around, they gather their thoughts during the project works and all. They stay in their homes in the same hostel premises. So yeah, typically, even if you are having a job seeker mindset, since your friends, the diversified students that are there surrounded by you, are having entrepreneurial mindset, so you think like an entrepreneur. So once you think like an entrepreneur, so even the typical third category also. So 5 years, 10 years down the line, if I come back to Woxsen, can you get the mentorship support? Can you bring some investors where they can listen to my idea? Or since first two categories are already there in Woxsen, 5 years ago my business starts there. Our two categories could be my friends. ఇక్కడ పరిచయమైన వాళ్ళే ఉంటారు. So they're already entrepreneurs. So they can invest on my idea, on my company, or they will be the customers or the clients for my products. So that is what we look at. So we have a bigger picture. It's not just student join works and we need to get them placed. No, we need to make sure they get the right skill set, mindset to get into corporates. It's not you get placed. It's about what you do after getting placement. So that's what we give a lot of importance. That's why any student who joins like Woxen University to follow very strict criteria when it comes to application process as well. They apply to Woxen through if it is a BTech, we accept this MSET, IIT, mains, CADP, CUED, and so on. And if they don't have those scores, then we do conduct our own entrance exam, which is online, which is Woxen Sheet for BTech, followed by interview. So if you not perform well, then you are rejected. We don't have any quotas, management quotas, quota that there is no quotas in Woxen. It's simply merit quota. So you apply, you write an entrance exam, or you submit your previous entrance exam score, or if you have up to 60% in that score, then go for the interview. Once you finish your interview, based on the composite score we get from the exam and interview, we give a scholarship, which is minimum 15%, maximum 50%, and the offer will be released within a week. So, yeah, that's how simple it is. But yeah, once you step into Boston, coming back to your point, the placements. So, even though parents and students think placement is the end criteria, but what and how we look at this, once you step into the Boston, from day one itself, our corporate relations team will work on building the students' profiles. So they train the students for various factors to make sure the student gets placed for the internships as well as for the placement. So, but yeah, to get into the placement also, we need to provide them the right mentorship support. We need to provide them the global concepts, global projects, uh, case studies I'm referring to, and we need to make sure they get more practical knowledge rather than theoretical knowledge. So that's why 60% of our sessions go on to the practical uh, projects, workshops, and all, and 40% are theoretical. And we evaluate student scores also based on what they're writing the exam, not based on what is the actual answer and what you wrote is a different scenario. So this is the actual answer, and you wrote this based on your own minds. So we evaluate each and every answer based on how well they wrote and how well they are thinking, and if there is anything that needs to be nurtured, our fabulous is there. So coming back, so placements will come if they utilize our resources where we provide the global faculty, industry experts, global curriculum, global infrastructure like classrooms, labs. We have the Neuro lab, we have the AI lab, we have business analytics lab, we have data science lab, we have math lab. So we have robotics studio. So it's like you name it, we have it. It's that kind of lab. And it's not like just a lab kind of lab. It's a high-end labs. So since we collaborated with 150 plus international universities, these guys come from abroad, right? So we need to give that kind of systems and softwares which supports that advanced softwares. So our students they don't need to go out to local areas to get trained again after the BTech or BBR design or architecture. So whichever the program it is, so they get equipped with the advanced skills Because as I said, we follow global curriculum, global standard infrastructure, labs and all. And not just labs, not just classrooms, not just faculty, not just curriculum, but also we have global students. So as I said, typical three category students that we observe, we have fourth category which comes from the diversified backgrounds. So you are not just studying in Woxsen with the student coming from Pioneer. So you are studying in Woxsen with the student coming across the globe. So which makes you think out of the box, and yeah, that is one of the scenario. And yeah, so if you utilize all these resources well, and if any parent looking for, so I want a QS ranked university, I want a Bloomberg ranked university. So do you have that kind of facility? So global accreditations, global memberships, global standards. Any parent, any student looking at this kind of standards, and any student who is utilizing well above all standards that we are providing, placements will come very substantial.
How much I pay? Figure
For which program you are referring to? BTech. For BTech, this season 2024 pass out has got 19 lakhs as the highest package.
90 lakhs.
Yes, 19 lakhs is the highest package.
Average price.
Average package we are maintaining at 11.5 LPA for around 20% average.
Okay.
And we are maintaining 100, by the way, we are maintaining 100% placement track record for the last 4 to 5 years, if you see, across all the students who passed out from Woxsen. And for the design program, we are maintaining 97% placement track record. And we have got 150 plus industry interactions throughout the program for fintech BBA across the programs. And yeah, so coming back to MBA program again. So we are maintaining 90 lakhs per annum as the highest package. Sorry,
Highest package.
sorry, earlier 90 lakh per annum, that is the other MBA. So for BTech, the highest package is 24 lakh per annum.
24 lakhs.
Yeah. Okay, so if I go line by line for the packages, okay, we have got for India, highest package is 19 lakhs with a 100% placement track record. With the top 20% average is 12.3 LPA, and the overall average CTC is 9.9 lakhs LPA. Okay, so total 133 corporates came for the internships as well as for the placements, and more than 200 plus industry interactions happened this season. And for the B design, we are maintaining, as I said, 97% placement track record, with 13 lakhs per annum as the highest CTC, and 8.8 lakhs per annum with the top 20% average CTC. And overall average CTC is 6.2 lakhs per annum. Again, 56 plus corporate stay and 150 plus corporate stay for the internships as well as for the placements. And for BBA, we are making again 100% placement track record with the highest is 9 lakhs per annum. And top 20% average CTC is 8.25. And the overall average CTC is 6.12 lakhs per annum. Again, 200 plus industry interactions happen and 50 plus corporates came for the internships and placements for the BBA program. And BTech, as I said, 24 lakhs is the highest. And overall average is 8.6. And the top 20% average is 11.5. Okay, so that is the placement. But again, so when I mentioned 24 lakhs for highest BTech, or I mentioned 21 lakhs, or 19 lakhs, or 11.2 lakhs average, all these figures that I'm mentioning, this records and showcases the caliber of student to crack that. That doesn't mean yourself or you would be cracking the same package. So how well you are going to utilize the resources which we are providing with respect to these global standards determines how well you're going to crack the company. So never ever think the previous package is 24 lakhs, maybe I would be getting as the maybe the top is 24. No. That guy has cracked 24 based on his credibility and ability. But you may be different. So the way you nurture your mindset would be different. The way you take things from outside would be different. So every student will get the same kind of ingredients, all this at outside, the standards and all, but the output would be in your hands. How well you're going to use your uh, standards at outside, how well you're going to use the ingredients you're providing at outside is in your hands, which determines the package that you're going to crack. So never ever think of the others package. Just think of your internship. That's what I can say to students.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you so much.
ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, సో టోటల్ సార్ చెప్పిన మొత్తం మీరు సార్ ఆఫ్ చెప్పినట్లయితే ఒక స్టూడెంట్ కేవలం ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్మెంట్ కోసమే కాకుండా వారికి ఏమైనా స్టార్ట్అప్స్ పెట్టాలన్నా, లేకపోతే వారికి బిజినెస్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయాలనుకున్నా, లేకపోతే కొత్తగా వారి బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేయాలనుకున్నా కానీ అటువంటి స్టూడెంట్స్ ని చాలా మంది ఎంకరేజ్ చేశారని చెప్తున్నారు. కానీ మీకు ప్లేస్మెంట్ కావాలన్నట్లయితే వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చినటువంటి ఫెసిలిటీ యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకొని మీరు వస్తున్నట్టు ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఉందో హైయెస్ట్ ప్యాకేజ్ 24 lakhs, టాప్ 20,000 ప్యాకేజ్ 11 lakhs, యావరేజ్ ప్యాకేజ్ 8 lakhs అన్నమాట. అంటే ఇక్కడ సార్ చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే, సో అన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉంటాయి, మేము అన్ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం. బట్ మీరు ఎంత అయితే స్కిల్స్ ని ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకొని మీరు ఎంత ప్యాకేజ్ కొనుక్కోవాలనుకుంటే అంత ప్యాకేజ్ కొట్టే విధంగా కూడా మా సైడ్ నుంచి మీకు మొత్తం మెంటర్షిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అనేది ప్లేస్మెంట్ అక్కడ ఉంటుందని చెప్పేసి చెప్తున్నారు అన్నమాట. సో కాబట్టి ప్లేస్మెంట్ అనేది మాత్రం మీరు కాలేజ్ మీద డిపెండ్ కాకుండా సో మీరు కూడా స్వతహాగా కొంచెం కష్టపడి స్కిల్స్ ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే బెస్ట్ ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ అనేది అన్ని ఏరియాస్ లో ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాము. స్పెషల్ గా ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ అయితే మనకి చాలా మంది ఈ రోజు నేను చెప్పాను బయట టెక్నికల్స్ అనేది స్టూడెంట్స్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేపిస్తూ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ వచ్చే విధంగా ట్రైనింగ్ అని ఇస్తుంది. నేను ఈ రోజు వచ్చి ఫిజిట్ చేశాను కాబట్టి ఇవన్నీ చెప్తాను. కాబట్టి మీరు ప్లేస్మెంట్ గురించి అయితే అంత ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఉన్నాయి. చేయాలన్నా మీరు స్కిల్స్ ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకొని కష్టపడి మీరు ప్లేస్మెంట్ ప్రిపేర్ అయినట్లయితే మంచి బ్యాంక్ వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉంది. ఇది టోటల్ గా ఓవరాల్ గా వోక్స్ యూనివర్సిటీ యొక్క క్యాంపస్ కు దాదాపు మనం వోక్స్ యూనివర్సిటీ ఉన్నటువంటి అన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ అన్ని మీకు వివరించడం జరిగింది. మీకు కూడా ఇంకా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నట్లయితే కింద నెంబర్ డిస్ప్లే అవుతాము, ఈ నెంబర్కి కాంటాక్ట్ కావచ్చు. లేదా కూడా అట్లయితే మీరు క్యాంపస్ విజిట్ చేద్దామన్నా కానీ మీరు వెళ్ళి విజిట్ చేసి ఇంకా మీ డౌట్స్ అలా క్లారిఫై చేసుకొని మంచి యూనివర్సిటీ, వరల్డ్ క్లాస్ యూనివర్సిటీ కాబట్టి ఇంత 1 day అంతా గడిపి మీకు అన్ని చెప్పాను అనమాట. ఈ వీడియో నచ్చింది అనుకుంటూ నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం. హ్యావ్ ఎ నైస్ డే. ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్ ఫర్ యువర్ బ్రైట్ ఫ్యూచర్.